many cool stories to talk about, like yours. So welcome, Stephen.
Glad to be here. Hello, everyone.
And so so I met you at your shop, and you got an honourable mention, and so that was your first time DJing and diving into the world of music, kind of?
Yeah, it was. I was at a point in my life, where I'm expected to retire, and I'm thinking, I'm not done yet. I haven't finished living. I can't just stop.
Yeah.
So, what do I want to do?
Yeah, pull the mic in a bit more, sorry.
I was having a drink down at the court, wondering what am I going to do with my life? Am I going to open a nightclub? Am I going to run for Parliament? Am I going to become a taxi driver? I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. And up came on the screen, DJs wanted, no experience necessary. I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah, sign me up. Give me a go,
Up. Didn't expect to get chosen because of my age and my complete lack of experience. Never been behind a deck in my life. Lo and behold, I got the place. And I think, they put me early on the Saturday, and I had spent, 3 months learning the skills and so on, but I wasn't happy with my set until the night before the day we were on.
Okay.
I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning because I knew I wanted to start in a certain place, go through some other genres, give examples of the kind of music that I like, and then finish on a high.
Yeah. But
it wasn't flowing. And it didn't have the momentum I wanted. I wanted the people to be off their tits, bouncing to my set. And it just wasn't doing it. So I sat up till 4 o'clock on the morning of the day before the show, the day of the show. Finally managed to, go, track 4 doesn't work. What else can I put there? What's going to get me from track 3 to track 5? Try this. No, that doesn't work, And beat matching and key tone matching and everything.
Yep, very important.
4 o'clock in the morning. I was happy. It's like, I can do this. And I went in, and Hayden, the lovely guy, one of the organisers from your shop, I said, I was up till 4 in the morning, working on my set. He said, I hope it was only minor tweaks. I said, no, bloody major tweaks. And he's like, oh, dear. So when I went up and did it, terrified, but once you've got track 1 down and you've done nailed the transition into track 2, you're away.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're straight into it, right?
Goes.
Yeah.
And I looked up and everyone's dancing. Everyone's having the time of their life.
That's awesome,
I could let my shoulders drop and smile and just go, okay, this is cool. And then afterwards, the organisers, the judges, everyone was coming up to me and saying, your set was really good. Like, they were surprised. And the best thing was, all the young kids coming up to me, fist bumping me, going, your set was so sick, man, awesome, give it a hug. So that to me was my prize, the fact that they liked it.
That's pretty good, though, because it's like having a young'un basically come up to you, who's an elder in a way, being like, you're doing really good. That's
well, I've been dancing since I was, since I was like 4 or something.
But that's what I mean. It's like, it seems like you've had such an incredible career from what we were talking about before. Like
I've had a full life, and pinch me, I didn't plan any of it.
Yeah.
It just, things came my way. And I got into television because I was good at music at school, and I was studying percussion and timpani.
And this was in the 70s, right?
Yeah, so we're talking like 78.
78. And whereabouts, though? In England? Or
North Wales.
In North Wales. Whereabouts? Can we Google it? Let's dive straight into it.
On the top of North Wales on the coast.
So how do you spell it? Reels?
R-H-Y-L.
R-H. Real.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Only
you got me
40 miles
intrigued.
From Liverpool.
Yep.
But in Welsh Wales. I learned to speak Welsh. I learned to sing in Welsh.
This place, right? Oh, it's raining over there. It's 15 degrees.
Yeah. So that beach, I lived on that beach.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't live in the dunes. We had a house.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
It's always raining in
England.
It's always raining in
England. I was good at music at school, but I didn't play an instrument. So the music teacher said, Stephen, you don't play an instrument. How do you fancy doing timpani and percussion? I said, sure, I'll give it a go. Turns out I was a natural sense of rhythm. Very good at drums. Studied timpani at the Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra.
Timpani?
Yeah, big kettle drums.
Okay, really? Okay. Can we Google that as well? Timpani. Oh, yeah. Wow. All right.
Big copper drums with they used to be, back in those days, it was calf skin. Now it's plastic. Calf skin in those days. Turned out I was very good at that.
That's pretty cool. Like being able to slam the drums.
I used to play those. Yeah.
Nice.
And those ones with the pedals, you can tune them as you're playing them.
Oh, really?
So you can hit it and go boom.
That's cool.
Yeah. I did a solo tour in Europe with my school choir, because I sang in the school choir, I sang in Welsh.
Yep.
And we toured Europe, and they would take a soloist every year. And one year they said, "Oh, Steve, do you want to be the soloist this year?" I'm like, "Really? Timpani solo? Okay, let's do it."
Yeah.
Carried 3 of those big kettle drums all over Europe.
Yeah. How much do they weigh? They would have been, like, back then, they would have been pretty heavy, right?
I could just about lift one on my own.
Okay.
Yeah, they're heavy.
Yeah, not 2 or
Heavy.
3.
I'm stronger than others.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
so I was good
yep.
at music.
Mm.
And I was applying to do a university degree course called a Bachelor of Science in
Yep.
Music, which was usually music is a Bachelor of Arts degree.
Mm.
I was doing a Bachelor of Science degree, the science of music. Got accepted to the City University to study computer music.
Yeah, computer music.
The
We were talking about this before, so...
the big new thing.
Yeah, so that's it. Back in the 70s, it wasn't electronic music, it's computer music.
Computer music.
And yeah, and you'd have what, like the big chip sizes like that?
Oh,
and like,
you'd have banks.
yeah. Can we please Google that? Like the 1970s computer. That stuff is wild.
have a
like,
look, have a look.
yeah, like it's changed a lot.
And hundreds of cables plugged in.
Yep,
and
yep.
So on. And I was going to study acoustics and sound recording, microphones, speakers, all that kind of thing. I was also part of the course was birdsong.
Birdsong.
Strangely enough, which I regret not studying actually, because I listen to the birds in the morning and I think, what are they tweeting about? You know?
Yeah.
They're having a conversation.
Well, it's nature as well. It's like
Yeah.
understanding nature more
Yeah, yeah.
and getting
I
more
talk
in
back to
tune
them
with it.
sometimes. I try to with the what are the ones, the magpies that go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I try to say good morning.
Nice.
So I got accepted to do the music course at the City University. Mum said, "You're not going to university and smoking pot like all those other students. Get a job. Here you are, BBC trainee sound recordist."
Well, that's all. That's what all the students did in the 70s. Apparently, like,
Apparently,
oh
I
yeah,
don't know, I never went.
yeah. No, that's it.
So
yeah.
I applied for this job at the BBC as a trainee sound recordist.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, just applied for it. And, yeah.
Hopped on the train down to London 3 times, 3 interviews.
Yeah.
Back to North Wales, got through the first interview, hopped on the train, second interview, whatever, got the job.
What were the interviews like? Were they like, from memory, like were they?
They wanted me to do things. They wanted me to draw the inside of a speaker. You know,
Really?
Which I could do because
Yeah.
I'd learnt it in physics and music.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and
And
it's,
they
okay.
wanted to.
That's
I
actually
can't
kind of
remember.
cool. 'Cause,
Yeah, it's silly, almost school level questions about, do you know how a microphone works? Do you know
Yeah.
how, that sort of thing. And just to make sure you got the right aptitude for the job, I suppose.
Yeah.
They did a colour blindness test, which I failed.
Yeah, I remember mentioning something about that before we started. Yeah,
because I have precise colour vision.
precise colour vision.
So the normal, what they call the Ishihara test, where you have to pick a number out of lots of, say, pink dots. There's some of them are shaded so you can see the number 3. I
Yeah.
don't see the number 3. I see all the different shades of pink. So they did another test where I had to put different shades of pink in order of change of shade in a long row, and I aced that 100%.
Wow, okay.
Because I thought, I've blown the job because I'm colourblind. They said, no, we'll give you this test, and then you pass, you've got the job.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, yeah.
Went to BBC back in those days, had a college in Evesham where they trained technicians. Nowadays, I don't know how it works. I was about to say something
so
disparaging.
different
But
Yeah, no, that's
anyway,
fair.
went to this BBC college, 3 months, and then I'm thrown into the deep end doing television shows at Television Centre in London.
That's incredible. What?
Working on things like the Two Ronnies.
Two Ronnies? Can we Google that? The Two Ronnies, like.
Panorama, Michael Parkinson, Blankety Blank, The Generation Game, Blue Peter, Top of the Pops.
You got to work with Top of the Pops as well? Oh, damn, okay. Damn.
As a sound engineer on Top of the Pops, you didn't do much.
Really? Top of the Pops? Can we look at Top of the Pops? And what was Blue Pizza as well? What's
Blue
that?
Peter was a kids' show.
Okay.
Famous kids' show, ran for decades.
But it's
Still
like
going,
an
I
English,
think, or
English kids show, right?
English kids show.
Yeah.
3 presenters. Every kid that grew up in the UK watched the show.
That's really cool. You got to work on Top of the Pops. Like, when I was a kid, I used to, like, obsess over that and Rage and all the other stuff. Like,
Yeah, I used to work on
44
that. But
seasons.
Top of the
44
Pops, only most of the artists would mime. Because they're singing a hit song.
Yeah, they don't want to sing it out of key or
Exactly,
anything
and
wrong.
we couldn't match the sound production of the hit.
Yep.
So they just played the hit, and we gave them a fake microphone, which is a tube of aluminium with some grooves cut in it and a wire hanging out to make it look like a radio mic.
Yeah, no, that makes sense though. Yeah. Well, it's TV, right? It's got to be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to do much on Top of the Pops. We gave them the fake microphone.
There you go.
And then we wheeled a speaker out that played their hit so they could mount it. And, that was basically the job. But it was a fun show to work on.
Yeah.
I worked on Blackadder.
You got to work. Did you meet Rowan Atkinson at all?
Yeah.
You've met Rowan Atkinson. Oh my God! Can we play? You've met Mr. Bean?
Yes, I've met Mr. Bean.
How is he? What's he like in person?
He was a consummate actor.
Okay.
He would, rehearse his part, get really into character, and so on. But then, of course, he was a complete piss-take comedian.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So you marry the two together.
yeah.
But yeah, he was a professional, and the first episode of Blackadder was done as a, what they call not a trailer, what do they call it? A pilot.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
And it was an hour long. And we shot it. I think we shot it in 2 days, which was a long time in television shooting.
Yeah, for 1 hour. Yeah,
for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And it was in Studio One, and they had this whole, the inside of an elaborate Gothic castle, whatever, with a chandelier coming down. There was a whole sword.
And this is at the BBC studios, though.
Yeah.
Can we Google that?
On the
that's
chandeliers.
So cool. That's incredible.
You wanting to Google BBC Studios in when that was or current? Because would
current?
the setup be any different?
I've sent you.
Yeah, it'd probably be way different.
I put it on the Instagram page. There's a documentary someone made of, memories of BBC Television Centre.
Okay.
So that might show it. That's
what was that? Let's pull up the Google Drive.
Look for Television Centre. The BBC aren't there anymore. It's been turned into apartments and offices and things.
So what you have to do is just go Drive, and then on the bottom left, shared with me. See on the left, shared with me. No,
I don't think I put it on that drive. Actually, I sent it you this afternoon.
No. You did, and then there you go. That one. Yep.
And then click on the one that says BBC stuff. There's me playing timpani on that newspaper. There's me in my class at BBC College, that black and white one.
When you were, wow.
I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 from the left. Well, we've all got our legs crossed. That's me. That's me.
Yeah, wow. Such memories, right?
That was our sound class back then.
That's your sound class, yeah.
A69 it was called, I don't know why. But yeah, that was class A69.
So, with getting into television like that, and then just getting, just having the interview and then getting the job, did you realize at that point that you might get to meet Mr. Bean and all the other amazing people you've met so far?
Well, the first thing that happened when I was doing all this amazing work, working on these amazing shows, was I got my first paycheck.
Okay.
Are they paying me to do this? I was having
to be on
my
TV.
Life. Yeah. Okay. But when you're working with superstars, they're just another person doing a job.
Exactly.
You turn up, you do the job, you go for a cup of tea in the break, you go outside for a smoke if you want, whatever, you have a chat, and then you're back on the job. And then if it was a live show, there'd be a sort of a build of tension and nerves, and then you get to, we're going live in 10 seconds, counting down, 6, 5,
oh my
4,
God.
and then they do the
in
silence, and they go on air. Bing, you're on. And I loved that kind of work because once you're on air, same as DJing, you can't stop and start again.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You just got to wing it, however it goes. Hopefully you've prepared and it's going to be fabulous, but you just go with whatever happens. And then when the show is finished, pack it all up. Last one to get to the bar buys the drinks.
Because what was the culture like as well? Because for film and TV for BBC, was it strict? But then as soon as it's over, it's as you said, relaxed. Let's go to the bar.
Yeah, there was a strict professionalism. You were expected to be good at your job. You were expected to do everything on time to the best standard and so on.
Yep.
And there was also a kind of a culture of what you might call a nerd today. Guys with beards and head down and very good at that. The ones who did like the electrical engineering or whatever.
Yeah.
You daren't talk to them. You're afraid in case they turned into something else.
Yeah.
They were all real experts. I mean, I was just winging it.
So you just going with the flow, having fun, and they throw this your way, like, oh damn, I get to do that today.
And then one day, I heard a rumor that David Bowie was coming to.
I just still can't get over that. You got to hang out with David Bowie, like.
Well, I've been a fan of his since I was like 10.
Yeah.
And loved his music, absolutely loved his music. I'd been listening to people like 10cc, Led Zeppelin, Mark Bolan.
Yeah.
He's a blast from the past that doesn't get mentioned much these days.
Mark Bolan.
Yeah.
Can we Google him? What songs did he have?
Metal Guru, Is It You? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's Mark Bolan.
He died young in I think it was a car crash.
Okay.
But he was, in a similar vein to David Bowie.
Boyle or Bolan?
Bolan. Bolan. With a C. That's him, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
okay.
it's not with a C, is it? It's an K. That's him.
Let's have a look at his tracks. Click all again on Google. What was his top hits?
See if I can sing one for you.
1977.
What else did he do?
Banger Gang. Oh, Get It On. Yeah.
Get it on,
Yeah.
get it on.
Oh, he does that song?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow,
He was the original guy to do that song. 20th century boy,
Yeah.
I wanna be your toy.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
That was Mark Bolan.
Yeah, so he's part of T-Rex. Damn.
T-Rex, that's right.
Yeah, T-Rex.
Yeah, exactly, T-Rex. And
That's
Led
cool.
Zeppelin I was into and so on. But then I stumbled on Bowie's music and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, what is this?
Ground
Do you know what the free song is? I'm getting it now.
Pun, sorry?
Do you know what a free song is?
Free song?
Tingle down the spine.
Okay, I think, yeah.
I learned recently only about 80% of the world population gets it. I get it.
You mean like also like getting goosebumps as well and
Yes,
stuff? Yeah,
same
so
thing,
similar thing. I get
Yeah.
goosebumps from music as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like
I'm getting it now just thinking about the moment I discovered David Bowie's music.
yeah.
It was like something from another universe. Oh my god.
Well, his music is like from another universe, but it's incredible and like his music will last I really hope it lasts the standard time in a way. Like I hope it
centuries.
I hope it never
I think
disappears.
It will. I think the legend status is only just building.
Yeah.
Especially young people who are only just getting into it and going, oh my god.
Yeah.
But he was such an artist. He could blend harmonies and tunes and sounds that no one had ever thought of or heard of, and his voice. Oh my goodness me!
I think my first introduction to David Bowie was Labyrinth. I'll never forget his crutch bulge. Damn, he did some good songs for that. It was good. It was good. It was like a very pivoting point in childhood.
Right.
Not just because of the crutch bulge, but just like the artistry in that movie and having someone like him on it as well.
My first introduction was the Best of Bowie CD in the backseat of the car with my parents and stuff, right? And it was the song "The Man Who Sold the World."
Oh
and
no, not me.
That one song that just got me when I was like, I think like 10 years old or 11 years old. And after that, I was just obsessed with Bowie.
With a man who sold the
such an amazing song.
Yeah. Well, the first song I got into with Bowie was Changes, actually.
Changes, yeah. Beautiful song. Yep.
The chorus is nice. Everyone can sing it. Anyone who's heard it can sing the chorus. But if you listen to the verse, it's really quite deep and it's melancholic.
Yeah. Well, it's like Jane Genie as well. It's such a catchy, cool song.
Yeah.
You look into it, it's like it's literally about drugs.
So I was in awe of David Bowie. I also fancied the pants off him. He was my dream man.
Yeah.
So I heard that David was coming to do a job at the BBC. And I wouldn't normally go and ask to be put on a show, but I went marching up to the scheduling desk. I said, I'm working on that.
Straight up, yeah.
Okay, Steve,
Yeah.
You can do it.
I'm not surprised. I'd do the same thing. It's like, no. David Bowie's coming here. I'm working on it. I don't care. I want to do it.
And then come to the Monday morning of the show, it's like, shit, I'm working with David Bowie. What am I going to wear? I think on the first day I went in with a string vest on the outside of a shirt, just because I don't know. I didn't want to look like nerdy sound engineer in a t-shirt and jeans next to David.
Next to the guy. Right. Yeah.
But when it came down to the job, we were working in TC1, it was called.
Okay.
Studio One at Television Centre. At the time, it was the biggest television studio in Europe.
TC1, okay.
And it was directed by Alan Clark. He was quite a stylistic and artistic director. He shot the whole thing on a long lens.
Okay. Yeah.
So David would be standing, singing, doing
This
his
place?
monologue or whatever.
Is it this one here? Studio TC1?
Yeah, you see that on that clip? Yeah, on the right. That big brick building, that is a television studio. That big brick annex. That's television. That's TC1.
And that's where you hung out with Bowie.
That's where I hung out with Bowie. Yeah.
That's so
That's where
cool.
I went to work every day.
That's incredible. That's your job. That was the building.
Just looking at it. Yeah, and Alan Clark, the director.
Right, so you knew Alan Clark? That's.
Don't ask me what else he's directed.
No. Keep going. Sorry.
I worked with all of these people.
Yeah.
Some of them I can't even remember their names.
Who was that guy? And he used to do the music thing, and he also did helped out with Happy Mondays and stuff like that. Alan Parsons or
Partridge? No.
Not Partridge. No.
No.
Look up Alan BBC show. I think he was on. No, it wasn't Alan
director.
Clark. No.
That's Alan, isn't it?
No, who's Alan Clark? No Alan Clark.
But Alan's style
sorry.
Alan's style was he would have David on the far wall of TC1, which was massive, and the camera would be way back in the lighting store. So you could have the longest possible shot to compress the shot down flat to make it look like a 1930s film.
To make it okay.
So it was done like that. David had all of his teeth blacked out because he was playing some dropout renegade musician in Berlin in 1930 or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but that's sort of where the story goes.
Yeah.
He would have all of his teeth blacked out and his hair's all shaggy and everything, and his face all dirty.
Because you sent me a video of Bowie as well, doing some sort of monologue thing.
That's from Ball.
So
from
can we pull that out and just play a little bit of that, if that's okay? Is it that one there, maybe? Because when you sent me this, I was like starstruck. I was like, no, this guy hasn't met Bowie. Play with audio. Play it definitely with audio. So yeah, that's incredible though.
So if you imagine, let this song play for a minute.
Okay.
So I'm behind that camera on top of a boom platform with a 20-foot long boom arm pointing a microphone at David Bowie. And because he has such a powerful voice, operatic voice, when he does that da-da-da-da-da-da, the whole of TC1, the biggest television studio in Europe, would resonate. So I would pull the microphone back a bit to capture some of that resonance.
Yeah.
And then when he went quiet again, I'd be pushing it. So he's singing and I'm doing this with the microphone while he's singing.
That's incredible.
On top of the camera, so it's out of shot.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A year later, I used to go skiing. I learned to ski at school. We went on a school trip. Turned out I was good at that. Loved hurtling down the side of a mountain. It's the most fun you can have with your clothes on.
Yeah.
I'm on a skiing holiday in Switzerland with my mate Roger. Hello, Roger. How are you doing? If you watch it. He said, there's a friend of yours at the top of the mountain in the cafe. I said, I don't know anyone.
Speak more into the mic.
Sorry.
Pull it in as well. Yep.
There's a friend of yours. Yeah, I should know my sound, shouldn't I?
Sorry.
There's a friend of yours at the cafe at the top of the mountain in Switzerland. I said, I don't know anyone in Switzerland. He said, it's Bowie. I went, okay.
A friend of yours, Bowie's at the top of the mountain. Right.
I went marching up to the top of the mountain, marching into the cafe. He's sitting casually at the back of the cafe. I went,
what's up? How you doing?
Exactly. I said, hello. He said, hello. Who are you? So I'm Steve. I did sound on Bar last year. He said, cool. We meet here 9 o'clock every morning. Come and join us. I spent the week skiing with David Bowie, Coco, his PA/girlfriend at the time, and his son Zoe.
Whereabouts was this in Switzerland?
Oh,
like?
don't ask me to name the town.
No, but that's...
I can't remember.
But still, that's amazing.
It wasn't the big resort like St. Moritz or anything like that. It was a smaller resort.
Yeah.
But it had what you could do is you could ski for miles. You could go up and down, just white snow-capped mountains, and then you could come all the way back. So we would do that. We spend a day going that way, half a day going that way, and half a day coming back.
You're just hanging out with David Bowie.
Yeah. We were
Oh
a similar level of skiing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I was going to whiz off and he would be left behind, or he was going to whiz off and we were both doing the same turns and things and everything together. I did bump into him once.
Oops. By accident?
We were going over some pretty nasty moguls.
Yeah.
He decided to turn that way just as I decided to turn that way. Boom. I knocked David Bowie down on the snow. Shit, I could have ruined his whole career right there.
Yeah, that's it.
And he got up in a bit of a huff and says, yeah, okay, see you later. But he would smoke as he was skiing.
I don't know how you do that because it'd be so cold, and then you'd be trying to like ski, right?
Well, when we're going around an easy slope,
yeah,
you have two ski poles. He'd put two poles into one hand, pull out a fag, pull out a lighter, and then the sun would come out, and he's going, "Here comes the sun," as he's going.
I'm just cruising through. Yeah.
He came up to me on the last day. I was in a Swiss cuckoo shop.
Okay.
Yeah, Swiss cuckoo clock.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
comes
cuckoo.
out and
Actually, can we Google that? Because that was a big thing.
It was a big thing. Yeah, and I was stupidly thinking of buying one. I'm glad.
A Swiss cuckoo clock.
So I'm standing looking at these cuckoo shops. Suddenly I hear behind me, cuckoo.
See you. Oh, cuckoo. Yeah, cuckoo. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, and the thing sways at the bottom, right?
There was a shop full of them. Suddenly I hear this voice.
$4,000 for one.
They ain't cheap.
US.
No, you can get one there for $469.
Yeah, still 400 US for a cuckoo clock.
I'm glad I didn't buy one because. Anyway, I heard this voice behind me going cuckoo, cuckoo, and it's David.
Yeah.
So I'm turning around and I'm thinking, right, he's just walked into the shop to say hello to me.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I'm terrified of being in awe of him or fawning over him because he's David Bowie, because I'm a BBC professional, and also I was a cool kid, he was a cool guy, we weren't going to do all that shit anyway. B, I fancied the pants off him, so, I'm terrified of, like, even catching his eye.
Yeah, yeah.
And, I kind of think, if only I had have said, what you doing tonight, we might have gone and had a drink or something, but we didn't. But I did get to go. When I came out of the shop, walking down the road, I was about to cross the road. He drove this big black Zephyr kind of car, one that has the two doors in the middle that go like that.
Okay, yeah.
So he's got this, he's sitting there, and he stopped to let me cross the road. So I just went like that. In other words, I admire your magnificence. And that was the last time I saw him then.
Okay.
I saw him a few other times after that.
Yeah.
Filmed him in Camden with not Tin Machine. He had another band. He kept forming bands.
Yeah, okay.
Saw him on stage many times. Saw him doing Serious Moonlight Tour at Wembley. Saw him doing, I can't remember what the tour it was, in Milton Keynes.
Okay.
Saw him in America, in Los Angeles, doing another band.
And did you actually get to say hi to him as well when you
Not when I was going as a paying customer to see him play.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But when we went to film him on stage doing an interview. We did an interview with him on stage in Camden. It's quite a small, compared to Wembley, small venue, small stage.
Yeah.
But there were so many fans blocking the street outside.
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
He couldn't get up in the car, so he got out of the car and walked. And I had already headed down to film him coming in. Suddenly he jumps out of the car and starts walking. So I'm walking backwards, all these fans going, David!
Yeah, flocking him.
Backwards, getting David. And then at the end of the interview, he said, "I'll come along to the show. I'll get you in. You can stand at the back of the sound desk." So I was behind the sound desk, watching him do his show.
Yeah.
That's the last time I saw him in person.
Yeah. But still, that is incredible. That's absolutely incredible. But then, so with that, like, what years did that cover? And then, like, you were still at BBC at the time as well.
This was only the early 80s.
Yeah, the early 80s, yeah.
And also in those days, I left the BBC in about 87.
Okay. What drove you to do that?
Long story. I don't want to go into now.
No, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But I ended up going freelance as a providing crewing, cameras, lighting, sound for people doing shoots.
Okay. Yep.
Worked
Like movies and TV shows and
no,
stuff?
just
Or?
TV.
Just TV. Yep. Okay.
Worked with TVAM, which was independent breakfast television organisation
Okay.
in the UK.
Mm.
Did a lot of nice film with them. Went travelling around the world doing things. Did a story about hiring a goulette, which is a small galleon in Turkey.
A goulette.
A goulette.
Can we Google that as well?
G-U-L-E-T.
G-U-L-E-T. And so
So
what?
it's like a wooden Spanish galleon, but it's the size of a yacht.
Okay.
And it comes with a crew of 3. And, you go to bed, they sail around the coast, and you wake up in this pristine, empty bay, and you dive into the water, and they cook breakfast on the beach and all that. Yeah, there you go.
That's amazing. Okay.
So we had to film one of them for a week to make a holiday show.
Had to make a holiday show, so you just got to sail around on that thing for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's, yeah.
There's some nice things you get to do doing television. But this is the funny thing. When you're on the job, like I did a job in the Bahamas for a company that made, blood pressure monitors or something.
Okay. Yeah,
And they were having a conference in the Bahamas. And it's like, Steve, can you come and record us, not having a conference, record us having fun in the Bahamas outside of conference hours and show it as a little 20-minute video at the end of the week? I said, sure, I can do that. So like, okay, what do we need? We need edit equipment. We've got a crate full of edit equipment. We've got camera, sound, lighting, crate full of that, plus suitcases and everything else. Do all the customs declarations, book the flights, all
and
of that.
this is all just you, or?
Me and my partner at the time, Paul.
Yep. Okay.
Paul, if you're watching, hope you're all right, mate.
Yeah.
We had a partnership called the Friendly Television Partnership. We called it the Friendly Television Partnership because there was a lot of backstabbing in television in those days.
I can imagine. There's toxicity in so many industries. But
so we wanted to project a friendlier kind of approach to the whole business. We called ourselves the Friendly Television Partnership.
Yep.
So, okay, what's the job this week? And well, we're going to the Bahamas on Friday. Okay, we'll make sure we've got all the gear delivered on Thursday. Have you got a car booked for 5 o'clock? Yeah, okay. And you just went and did it.
Yeah, it just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no like double checking. It was just like, well, double checking, but no double thinking it in a way.
No,
like,
exactly.
a job's come in. Yeah, all right. Let's figure out how we're going to do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Yeah.
And through that, got to work with David Frost.
Damn.
Now, do you know who David Frost is?
Rings a bell.
I know. I'm just throwing it out.
No, he had his own show, but he was the guy that interviewed Nixon.
This gentleman here.
Oh yes.
Yes.
I remember. Yeah.
My other mate, David.
Yeah, it was like it was one of the biggest presidential interviews ever.
It was a huge shock to the world because he actually he pushed and pushed and pushed to get the interview, and then when he got the interview, he grilled and grilled and grilled the president. And got the president to say some things he really probably shouldn't have said.
Yeah. Okay.
And became world famous for it. Yeah, the Frost Nixon story.
So you got to work.
So I worked for his company. He had a company called Frost Paradigm Pictures. They were based in America.
Yep.
But they would do, interviews with world leaders.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
So they wanted a crew to do. The first one we did was John Major, Prime Minister of the UK before Margaret Thatcher.
Yep. Oh, before Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
Just
was
quickly.
he before or after? Oh, I might be getting my dates mixed up. Maybe Maggie was first.
But then with Margaret Thatcher, so I remember hearing something, and it's like she was like the Iron something.
The Iron Lady.
Iron Lady or something. What was her big thing? Like, what did she do?
She got tough with the unions.
She what? Sorry?
She got tough with the unions.
Oh, she got tough with the unions.
Because at the time, we said we wouldn't get into politics, but
sorry,
at the time, all of the coal miners were on strike.
Okay, yep.
And it was crippling the nation.
Yep.
We had power blackouts and everything.
Yep.
And she was voted in to go, enough.
Yeah, we
Stop
need the
this
power.
nonsense.
Okay,
yep. And she was known as the Iron Lady.
Yep.
Well, the first interview we did with her at Downing Street in the green room, which was green, actually. The green room at the BBC was just a grey office with a sofa. But
grey office with a sofa.
But the green room at Downing Street was actually green.
Yeah.
And she comes in, does the interview with David Frost. He was very cool. He would have a file, like most interviewers would have, and normal interviews would have all of their research and their notes and everything in the file, and they'd have a script of questions. He had this file as a prop, never opened it. He would scribble in black felt tip pen, "Don't forget to ask about so and so." That was it. And he would just hold it as a kind of a prop to settle his nerves or something.
Yeah.
You know, we'd shoot for an hour and a half. So we provided 3 cameras, all the lighting, all the sound, all the recording equipment and everything, and the mixing desk and all of that was in a room next door. All we had in the room where the interview was happening is David Frost in a chair, Margaret Thatcher in a chair, me on camera pointing at Margaret Thatcher, a colleague pointing at David. We had a lock-off wide shot on a camera, and that was it. Oh, and the Prime Minister's PA was always on call in case anything went wrong, or he had to say, "Excuse me, Prime Minister, you're actually wrong. Can we just start that again?" You know, whatever. At the end of the interview, because she was quite small, she would come across as big.
Well, Margaret Thatcher was. Okay.
She was quite small.
Because I always thought like she was, pretty.
No, I
built
think she was short. I think she was shorter than me. I'm not very tall. And
Margaret Thatcher height. Here we go.
Go on then.
1.6 meters.
I
Yeah,
don't
she's
know what I am in
tiny.
meters. I'm 5'8". What's that in meters?
Yeah, let's have a look. 5'8". Oh yeah, 5'5".
Yeah, see, she was
Yep.
2 or 3 inches shorter than me.
Yep.
Anyway, so I'm unplugging a microphone carefully. You know, don't want to spoil the Prime Minister's jacket.
Yeah.
And she grabbed my arm. She said, "I wasn't very good, was I?" I said, "How do you answer that?" I said, "You were fine, Prime Minister." You know, and she got up and walked away. She was actually quite shy and demure in real life.
Yep.
On the political stage,
She's an extrovert.
put on the act of being I won't tolerate any nonsense. I'm going to tell the Russians to go and find another planet. You know, whatever.
Yep.
She could do that whole strong woman act, but
Yep.
in real life, she was a quiet. You know,
It's
person.
surprising, but a lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
Where in their own house, in their own home, or like off camera,
Yeah.
away from everything,
Yeah.
they just quiet and they keep to themselves.
Yeah.
But as soon as it's like the spotlight's on them, then it's like, let's dance and have fun,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's amazing. She grabbed your arm and was like, I wasn't too good. Like,
Yeah, she's like, "Oh,
this is the
wasn't
Prime Minister,
I know.
Margaret
I wasn't
Thatcher.
very good, was I?" And I was thinking, how do I reply to that? I'm not going to say, actually, you were shit.
He was the Prime Minister
You were
of Britain.
fine,
Like,
Prime Minister.
yeah. Wow.
Like, I've worked with royalty, you know, on and off over the years.
What, like, so who have you met out of the royalty, out of the royal family, though?
Well, I used to have a hobby of going to movie premieres
Okay.
in London.
Yep.
You could look up the charity that was hosting the movie premiere, and you could, you know, back then, you could get a ticket for 20 quid,
Okay.
30 quid or something.
Yep.
But you had to dress up, you had to wear bow tie and evening suit and everything.
Yeah,
You had to turn up, if not in a limo, at least a bloody smart taxi, pull up to the red carpet. You had to get in and sat down into your seat before the royalty arrived.
Yep.
There's trumpets and a fanfare and everything. So I saw, I think it was The Empire Strikes Back, I saw with Princess Diana.
Wow.
She's sitting like 3 rows behind me.
You got, okay.
And the fun
Damn.
thing was, it
Yeah.
was like being at a Saturday matinee at the movies.
Yeah.
We're all booing the baddies and cheering the goodies, and you know,
That would've been
like,
so
like a bunch
cool,
of kids.
Yeah.
I
Empire
loved
Strikes
it.
Back in the day. Like,
And I saw Flash Gordon,
Yep.
you know, with
Flash.
yeah, that one.
Savior of the universe.
But in my work, I would often get sent to get some shots of whatever royal at whatever occasion. And you're standing in a row behind a certain line. Again, you've got to wear a tie. I mean, I'm wearing a tie tonight, just
Yep.
because I've got
Very
ties.
formal,
It's
yeah.
like, why not? But you've got to dress up because it's royalty. And then you've got to. And the rule was, you don't talk to the royals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Don't
It's like,
speak unless you're
yeah.
spoken to.
Yeah.
So one time, Her Late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II was coming to not television centre, the new BBC television studios, which was called New Broadcasting House, for a visit. And first of all, I went outside because everyone was rushing outside to see her arrive. So I thought, I had a job to do.
Yeah.
I should have been on the clock from 9 o'clock or whatever. I said, I'm just going to go out and see the Queen. Is that all right? Anyway, I'll be back. Went out, saw her come up in this lovely big burgundy Daimler car, whatever. Out she gets. And then I come back in and goes, right, can we get to work now? Okay, we'll do some work. And then she was walking around the newsroom saying hello to people. Not saying hello to people, just nodding and walking. And nodding.
Yeah.
And it was mayhem. People were jumping over desks. People were fighting each other to get the best shot. Standing on top of computers and monitors and everything. Oh my God, it's the Queen of England.
Oh my God, it's the Queen of England. Yeah.
So I'm not going to get involved in all that shenanigans. I'll find a nice place where I know she's going to walk up and I'll just stand there and I'll wait.
Yep.
And she's coming along. And now the Queen, talk about height, she's tiny.
Yeah, I've been told that she's tiny, yeah.
She's coming up with her hat and everything. And as she got to me, I said, and broke the golden rule, don't speak to royalty. I said, "Good morning, Majesty." And she went, "Good morning." And I was like, "Oh, gee, thank you."
Yeah, no, nice, yeah. But still, that's pretty cool though. Like, that's the thing as well, like with England and Australia. Like, we're so far from everything. Whilst over there, it's like it's England. Like,
I miss that. I miss that coming from London to Western Australia.
Yeah, it's a complete culture shock.
Shock to the system.
Yep.
Yeah, real shock to the system. Because it's true, in London, you're a part of. London is a city of 6 million people or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's constantly going.
Yeah, you're part of that race in a way, that rat race in a way. Yeah.
And you feel part of that hubbub.
Yeah.
You might never step outside your front door, but the fact that you live there, you're a part of it. And the way the city works, you're a part of it.
Yeah.
I used to love driving to work. Take me an hour and a half to do 10 miles.
Yeah. I've been told that with England, where it's like...
But I loved it. I loved driving through the London traffic, looking at the architecture, fighting with all the other cars to get through.
What actually brought you over here, out of curiosity?
My partner... okay, let's go back a bit. I got into editing after doing the camera thing. Got into editing, ended up in Melbourne, and got a job.
What year was this as well?
This is in 1999.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, end of the last century.
Yeah.
So ended.
4 then.
Eh?
I was 4 then.
You were 4. I was. What was I? 69.
I was 6.
39.
No, 7. I was 7. So
I was 39. Was I? Yeah, I'm 65 now. Yeah, I was 39. Ended up in Melbourne. Got again just by we were talking before we came on air about these things just happen.
Just by chance.
Yeah, just by chance. Things
Opportunity
just fall
arises.
into your lap, and if you open yourself up to things happening, they will.
Yeah.
If you close yourself up and think, "Oh my God, I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to do it," you're always going to be closed up, never doing anything. Open yourself up, things happen. I got a job with the ABC editing their Sunday art show. It was called The Art Show. And I used to edit, 5, 6, 8 minute, whatever, little features about whatever artist, musician, sculptor, painter, architect, they were interested in. And my style of editing then was they just gave me the material, gave me some voice track and some dialogue, whatever, and said, Steve, make it fabulous. And that's how I love to work. It's like, sure, sometimes till 3 o'clock in the morning. There you go. How fabulous. Is that fabulous enough for you? Yeah, thanks, Steve. Okay, what's next?
Cheers, yeah. Yeah.
Because I procrastinate. Unless I have a deadline, I won't sit down and start something.
Yeah, unless you actually told us, we need this by tomorrow.
We need it tomorrow, yeah.
It's then
I can create perfection.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm just going to create nonsense.
Nice, yeah.
So, how do we get on to... so I'm in Melbourne. And working on the art show, which was great, did the ABC's Millennium broadcast to the world on the January the 1st, 2000.
Okay.
The world's broadcasters, BBC, European Broadcasting Union, I guess CBS in America or somebody, Australia, all got together and did a day-long broadcast, and each country contributed something to the day-long broadcast.
Wow, okay.
Australia's contribution was a co-production with Sydney Dance, called Air and Other Invisible Forces.
Air and Other Invisible
Forces. Okay,
can we Google that? I wonder if we can pull that up. It's a long time.
I've got that on the drive.
Oh,
actually.
You do? Okay.
I think it's subtitled Born by the Wind, or maybe... is it there?
Might be in the other folder.
No, I sent it to you yesterday on Instagram. It's not on that drive.
Oh, if you go on the Instagram then, on our little group chat, we've actually got like a heap of messages through of content.
Yes, it's one of the last things I sent.
Oh, is that a photo there with you, Mark, in the bottom right?
Oh yeah, go on, bring up Maggie Thatcher first.
Really, that's a photo with you with Maggie Thatcher.
Yeah. bottom right.
Bottom right there.
She's in blue.
Right. Yeah, that one.
That one.
No way. Yeah, because the blue. I've seen that. Yeah.
Can you spot me?
What, the front right and down there? On the right?
Number 4 in the bottom row.
Yeah, that one there.
That's me. That's me.
That's incredible.
Can you see I'm craning my neck?
Yeah, it's like, I'm right next
terrified
to
they were going to crop the shot. I didn't want to be looking like this, so I'm making sure I'm in the picture.
Yeah, nice.
So that's David Frost, Margaret Thatcher, the whole American production team. All of these guys on their knees with me, and some of the guys at the back with a crew that I put together to do the whole thing.
Wow.
And that was at the Dorchester Hotel after she got kicked out of being Prime Minister.
Did she get kicked out?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Why did she get kicked out?
They had vote of no confidence. They had enough of her style.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And so she was booted out in the unceremonial way that they do politics in the UK. It's like, oh, right, enough of you, we'll have a new
Yeah, see you later, yeah.
So she was booted out. So that was after she'd been booted out, first interview with David Frost.
Yeah.
In the Dorchester. You can see the grand kind of Dorchester.
See, I reckon as soon as I saw that photo in the bottom corner, I saw the blue. So that was her iconic
that was her
blue
signature.
Yeah.
Outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, that one outfit with the black buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Iron Lady. That's incredible. All right. Well, what about the other bit as well that we were looking at before?
You were looking for Born by the Wind, but that's in the chat. I sent that to you yesterday in that group chat.
Did you find it on the Instagram at all?
Or you can look it up on YouTube. It's called Born with a U by the Wind. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Keep going up. That one where there's some people dancing. That one.
More. Now, can the audio be played on this?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
is it copyrighted?
Well, we're doing it for reference purposes. I don't think they'll mind. They're not going to sue you for just 30 seconds of this fabulous music.
Yeah, it is just a difficult thing because when you live stream onto social media.
Okay, just play the pictures.
Yeah.
But this is my work. This is my editing.
This is your editing here.
I put those titles on. Now, if you watch, it has a very slow start. There's a slow.
Yeah, I thought it was paused.
Slow zoom in, and eventually they just start rocking, and the whole thing is about the wistfulness of the wind, the wistfulness of air.
How long did it take for you to edit this and to get the footage?
This one it took about a week.
Okay.
Because I had Sydney Dance and the producers. I think it was Philip Charlaway was the producer, looking over my shoulder. I mean, it had to be perfect. We were working with 4, 5 or 6 cameras, I seem to remember. The other interesting thing about this, it was the first thing that the ABC ever broadcast using the new digital technology.
Okay.
Because up until then, it had all been analog.
Yep. So how was that as well? Going from analog to digital, to cross that line, that would have been a different world almost, right?
At that point, to me, it didn't feel any different.
Okay.
The pictures were just clearer, sharper.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But because you were still working on tape.
Yep.
So
still working on tape?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
so we went from analog signal on tape to digital signal on tape.
Okay. Yeah.
It was many years later when we started working with hard drives and you could send stuff across the web and all that.
Exactly.
Kind of thing,
Yep.
Back then it was tape, and the tapes had to be. That's why the tapes.
And
are called,
this was 2000?
That was broadcast January the 1st, 2000.
Yep. January 1st.
So we finished it.
This is day 1, 2000.
Day 1, 2000. Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah. So this is my editing, and if you look, there you go. There's a dissolve.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of dissolves.
Yeah.
I prefer a carefully placed cut, but because this was all about air, the dissolves seem to make it fluid.
Yeah, give you that feel, like that essence almost, that atmosphere.
And she's some kind of chosen virgin character, similar to, if you know the ballet The Rite of Spring by Stravinsky. That's all about a chosen virgin who's offered up to the gods.
Okay.
And this was a similar kind of thing where she was the chosen virgin. So this is almost every shot change is a dissolve. There's a cut. And I wasn't a fan of dissolve because a dissolve can be messy.
Mm.
There's a beautiful dissolve. I'm waffling now. There's a beautiful dissolve in the film Aliens, where Sigourney Weaver's hand, and she's got a cigarette and there's smoke dripping down, making an arc, and it mixes through to a shot of the world. Yeah,
and it's incredible.
You know that one?
Yeah, I love those films.
Chills down the spine.
Yeah.
At that dissolve.
Yeah, Alien and Aliens, but 100%. It's the cigarette bit, and then it just dissolves and fades out. And it's just so like.
That's what a dissolve should be like.
Yes. Yeah.
I always think it's a bit like DJing when you use some kind of phasing effect to get to mix out of a track. It's cheating.
It's using
dissolve,
effects. Yeah.
Unless it's a perfectly made dissolve, it's just cheating. It's like take the trouble to find the exact place to do a cut.
Yep.
Don't just dissolve. You know,
Yeah,
dissolve,
it just echo out, basically.
But
or
on this
out, yeah.
job, I deliberately dissolved.
Hmm.
And that was a privilege to work on.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's incredible, yeah.
And I worked on an indigenous film called Kurtal, Snake Spirit.
Snake Spirit, Kurtal,
about the secret men's business in the indigenous community in the Pilbara.
In regards to the circumcision thing, or?
No, the secret men's business. Well, I'm calling it now as a kind of a half joking, but I think it was referred to as because only the men did it.
Yeah.
The women would sit back on the hillside, and the men would go down to the lake, and it was all about. This lake had a particular magical significance for this group of people.
Okay.
A tribe, is that the right word?
Yeah.
It was shaped like a snake.
Yeah.
Serpent.
Yep.
And so the lake was called Kurtal,
Okay.
and it was about the power and spirit of this snake spirit.
Can we
And the men
Google
would go
Kurtal?
down naked into the lake and bathe each other with water from the lake. And that story was told through the paintings of an elder called Spider.
Okay. Yeah.
So we made a film entirely in, I'm not going to be able to say the language, I think it was called Yang Wang or something language, quite a rare indigenous language from the Pilbara. So the film was entirely in that language, and we put subtitles on in English. That was submitted to the Venice Biennale, the big arts festival that happens every 2 years in Venice, and got Best Indigenous Film.
Really?
Yeah. So...
And you edited it, and you just...
I edited it.
Did you go to Venice though? No. So you just kind of like just. Did you hear about it through an email, or did someone call you or text you, or?
I can't remember. I think I might have. Someone caught me at work and said, "Oh, that film you made, it got best. That's whatever."
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. It's nothing. Yeah. That's cool. It's an indigenous film you made in Australia. Went to Venice and got best picture. And got best picture. Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's all right.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Wow.
Again, I'm doing dissolves again because we're talking about his paintings. These were the paintings of this guy Spider.
Yep.
And so we were telling this. He was telling the story through his paintings. So I was mixing through his paintings into him singing. You can probably use that. That's probably not copyright. That's a.
Oh yeah, no, we can unmute this if you want. Yeah. It's only like big pictures, like Universal and Sony and stuff.
So just listen to this. Beautiful. So the English voice that's on it, the English voice that was on it, I think was his grandson, was telling the story of his grandfather, and that's the lake I was talking about.
So Kurtal Snake Spirit. Can we find out where that lake could be, possibly? Because I wonder if it's near a mine site I've been to. Because I've been up north quite a few times to all the different mine sites.
What's the main town beginning with F up there?
With F?
I'm very bad with names. Place names and people's names.
Like Karratha, Newman.
Yeah, but it's more Fitzroy Crossing.
Fitzroy, okay.
It's near Fitzroy Crossing.
Okay, yeah. So I think that's near Cal. No. Fitzroy
but
is up
they
north.
walked, 3 days in the desert to get there from their township.
What was the name of the lake again? Sorry.
Kurtal, Kurtal. Tal. Yeah.
No, E. And then, there you go.
Kurtal.
I know, and then look Australia up after. As well.
It's AL, not LA. AL.
What's going on?
Bush trip to Mangaja. Oh, look, there it mentions the film, Kurtal Snake Spirit.
Is the keyboard alright, or is it just playing around?
But I think we got onto the topic of Melbourne to talk about. I was going to bring my partner into it.
Okay.
I don't know what we're talking about. Anyway, met the love of my life. So I'm in Melbourne working. I used to go dancing at Earthcore.
Okay.
Big rave.
Yeah, that rings a bell. That's huge, isn't it?
Was huge. Yeah. Fantastic. 3,000 people. We just park our cars on one mountain and party on the other mountain.
That's cool.
And there would be families with kids there and everything. It was a really friendly, warm dance environment. You dance all day long, or sleep all day long, dance all night long, go for a shower in the river, Had the time of my life. Got back to Melbourne and went, oh, I've still got a week off work. What am I going to do? I know, I'll get a book. I don't read books. I've read about 6 books in my life because I speed read.
Okay.
You know, and then I have to go back and read every sentence 3 times over to get the actual nuance of
to understand, to sink it in. Yeah.
So anyway, I got a book, found a swimming pool, Paran swimming pool, plonked myself down. I opened up to page 1. I look up, and this angel appears out of the water, and I'm like, there you are. Where have you been all my life? To my total surprise, he walked right over and sat down next to me and said, do you want to go out to dinner? I said, let's go.
Really?
We've been together ever since.
Really? And he just sat next to you and was just like, there was no real conversation. It was like, hey, you want to go grab a bite to eat? And then where you went?
And we've been together ever since.
Wow.
His name's Dylan, spelt Dylan, pronounced Dylan.
Yeah, congratulations, though. It's awesome.
We were getting on, how did I end up back in Western Australia this time?
Yeah.
So we got on really well. My visa was running out to be working in Melbourne. I said, I've got to go back to the UK. And he said, oh, can I come with you? Or I said, do you want to come with me or something? And I said, yeah, well, okay, we'll go. Dragged him over to the UK. We spent 20 years together in London. But...
What year was this again as well, sorry?
This was 2003.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, 2002, 2003.
Yep.
But 10 years into the 20 years we were together in London, at the age of 36, he had a stroke.
Oh, okay.
He had a bleed on his head. And had to have this much of his brain ripped out. There's pictures on one of those drives if you want to put him up. He won't forgive me for showing his photo, but...
Yeah. Oh, we don't have to if you like that. Yeah.
No, he's just, he's camera shy. Bless him. And he spent 6 months in hospital. They had to fit him a titanium skull. He was, as a result of the stroke, unable to read or write, had speech difficulties for the first 2 years after the stroke. He couldn't say anything except yes and fuck you.
There's no. It was just yes, F you.
Yeah.
F you.
Yeah. When he was coming out of the operation, I said, are you okay? He said,
F you.
He said, F off. I said, yeah, he's fine. But bless him. So he can't read or write, has speech difficulties.
He is better now though, right?
He's better,
yeah.
But he's still got a bit of his brain missing, still has speech difficulties, still can't read or write. He can't leave the house on his own. The minute he leaves his house, he doesn't know where he lives, and he can't ask for help. So I have to take him everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's how we ended up back in WA, because he wanted to come back to be close to his family.
Yep.
And they lived just up in the hills, and so here we are.
Yeah, okay.
And I gave up my job in London, gave up my country, my cat, my car, my culture, and landed in Western Australia. It's like being on another planet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool here, right?
It's cool, but compared to London, compared to London, it's a whole other world.
Yeah. That's it.
And don't get me started on Australian drivers.
That's it. Perth drivers are really bad. If you ever want to know, if you want to know something really interesting, right? If you haven't yet, go to Tasmania. If you go to Tasmania, all the drivers over there are beautiful. They will actually pull over and let you go past if they.
That's what everyone does in England.
Like it's incredible. They're just so polite, so nice. The way the roads are structured as well. They actually have like pull over lanes where you go into another lane. And if you're going at that speed, so people can just go ahead of you. Not like our double lane overtaking lanes. Like it's just.
Well, the odd thing
incredible.
here is you can overtake on the inside.
Yeah.
Which you can't do in the UK. You have to pass on the outside.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
So that's taken some getting used to.
Yeah,
and the other odd thing is the traffic lights in the UK, when they go red, from green to red...
Ooh, sorry, there's a mosquito. But yeah, keep going.
They go when the lights go from green to red, before they go back to green again, they go red and amber together. So you've got a moment to get, okay, I'm going now.
Interesting.
And you don't have to keep your eye fixed on the red thinking it's going to go green in a minute, it's going to go green in a minute, because it goes red and amber first and then green.
Red and amber.
So when it gets to green, traffic moves.
Yeah.
Here, it gets to green and it's like, are we going now?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's no... Yeah.
But yeah, don't get me started on traffic.
Yeah, it's interesting because in China, they actually have countdowns. You know how in some of our pedestrian crossings, we've got the countdowns now? So in China, it's like every traffic light has the countdown.
Yeah, right.
So that way you know, because like as soon as it goes green, you do not cross that road because you just get run over.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like it goes, 15, 14, 3, 2, 1,
Right.
go.
But in places where you've got so many cars fighting for the same space on a road, you've got to, you've got to get things moving.
Yep.
As soon as movement is possible, go.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
And in London, you're driving on roads that have been there for
forever.
600 years.
Yeah, that's it, forever. Yeah.
So you learn to drive with that much space between you and the car in front.
Yeah.
And there's an unwritten rule that you look out for the guy in front, you trust the guy behind you to look out for you. We're all trying to miss each other.
That's a good rule. That's a good
I won't
little
bump
thing.
into him, and you don't bump into me.
Yeah. That's a good little thing. Because
We'll
for here, it's everyone for themselves. And it's the worst. And it's like, I'm going to be ahead. I'm going to be in front. And it's like, can't we all just drive and just to get along? So I got to ask just quickly. So ducking back, The Cure and filming them on the train. So what happened with that?
Filming them on the ship.
On the ship. Oh, on the ship it was.
The QE2.
Oh, QE2. So that was a ship. I thought
Ocean Liner.
Oh.
You filmed one of my favourite bands?
Yeah, he met The Cure. Yeah.
I spent 5 days on a ship with them.
With The Cure. Yeah, can we pull up The Cure, please?
And then I was on stage. What was the lead singer's name?
Robert
Smith, yeah.
Robert. I'm on stage with Robert, basically like this.
With the camera.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, what's he like in person? Is he a nice guy?
Again, just another cool dude.
Yeah. Did he ever mention Morrissey, how much he hates him?
Not that I remember, but now that you mentioned it, because one night we were down in cattle class, they were up in glorious Empire class, we were down in cattle class.
Of course, yeah.
But one night they did invite us up to go and join them in the glorious Empire dining room. Whatever.
On the QE2.
On the QE2.
Can we Google also the QE2, if that's
QE2
right?
was a fabulous ocean liner that was,
doesn't look so good now, though. He looks a bit weathered.
He's gotten old.
I don't think he's aged gracefully.
The other funny thing was, I didn't know any of the Cure's music.
Really? At the time,
I wasn't a fan. I didn't know who
because it was very gothy at the time, wasn't it? Like
but also I didn't realise how big they were. I mean, I knew they were big, but... And everyone goes, "Oh, you work with the Cure?" I'm like, "Yeah, so."
Yes, this is the Cure. Yeah, and so that's the ship there, the QE2. Wow. Oh, this is the Queen Elizabeth II ship.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it took 5 days to go because 2 of them were scared of flying.
Okay. Yeah.
So if they were ever performing in America,
what year was this again as well?
Oh, when would that have been?
Like in the 80s or?
That was around the same time as late 80s. I'm guessing. Yeah.
And I don't blame them as well because it's like aeroplanes and the whole lot, and it probably was safe, but back then.
No, 2 of them just didn't like to fly.
Yeah.
And, so they went on the QE2s, and we got to go on the QE2 with them.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I do kick myself because we were doing an interview with them on the boat, and old ocean liners, they make a noise. They rattle, going.
Yeah.
And we're trying to record a television interview.
It's big diesel engines,
I'm kicking myself. We didn't we sat them all down and did them all at once in a row, all talking over each other and everything. With hindsight, I think we shouldn't have done that. We should have done 1 at a time or 2 at a time at different places of the boat. While they're having a game of polo on deck 5 or something. Throw in a few questions. So I got it in the neck from the editor because I was behind the camera in those days. I wasn't the editor. The editor was giving me jip because could have gotten the sound better, mate. It's like so wasn't the best sound. But anyway, 5 days on the QE2. Every morning, midday, it would go bing bong. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the captain on the bridge. We are travelling at blah, 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 nautical miles an hour. We are so many degrees north of, blah, blah, blah. And it was all, quaint British ocean lining. Sailed into New York under the bridge, past the Statue of Liberty, and then parked up
with the Cure, just casually.
With the Cure,
yeah.
And then they were doing a big concert. Don't ask me, it might have been Madison Square Gardens or one of those kind of arenas. Packed out.
Did you go see the show as well?
No.
No, okay, no. What, did you fly back or?
I was working.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And then I saw it from on the stage.
Yeah.
I didn't go see it from the audience.
Yeah.
So I was on stage with the Cure.
That's incredible. That's so cool. And like
I
it's
got
just
to do all these nice things.
and it just happens, and it just floated your way, right? By chance.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And again, it was just another job. What are we doing on Friday? Oh, yeah, we've got to go to Portsmouth to get on the QE2. All right.
yeah.
Have we got all the paperwork? Okay, let's go.
So, what other bands would you have met then over the years, and like, what are some of the funny stories that you've
Name some bands. I don't know. I worked with Leo Sayer.
You worked with Leo Sayer as well.
Yeah.
Damn,
On
really?
something. Don't ask me what. Worked with what's her name? Annie Lennox.
Ali Lennox. Can we Google Ali Lennox as well? Like,
The Eurythmics.
oh, really?
Yeah.
You got to work with the Eurythmics?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's like hands down top 3 bands for me. Like, I love
Right,
the
yeah,
Eurythmics. Yeah, absolutely. For me, it's not Sweet Dreams and stuff. It's like, you know, Love Is a Stranger. It's like girls. What is it? Sisters Just Want to Have Fun with Aretha Franklin.
Girls just wanna have fun.
No,
that's a different one.
No, that's Cyndi Lauper. I mean, like sisters are doing it for themselves.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. With Aretha Franklin, like, yeah, Eurythmics have just been all-time favourites since I was a kid.
Well, they're one of those bands that have spanned the decades.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Sweet Dreams will never disappear.
Yeah, I first
Ever.
worked with them. You know, the first time they had a hit and came on top of the pops.
ANNI, isn't it?
Annie with 2 N's, is it?
Yeah.
And then Lenox.
And how was she? Because so is she Brit? She is British.
She's Scottish.
Scottish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, got
For
a
some
strong
reason, I always
Scottish
thought she was European, like more like Swiss or something like
No,
that.
she's got a strong Scottish accent.
Oh.
Yeah. Eurythmics. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She did a performance with David Bowie for the Queen. What was his name? The Queen lead singer. See me and my names.
Terrence and Philip have done it.
With the with Queen's lead singer with Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury passed away, and there was a big tribute concert.
Oh,
at
yes, yeah.
Wembley.
Yeah.
She sang. What was the hit?
Well, not Under Pressure. Or
Yes, she sang Under Pressure with
Bo-
David on stage at Wembley. That's a
Wow.
really cool performance.
Was that? That wasn't Live Aid though. That would have been just.
No, that was just a tribute to Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Wow.
Um,
What was she like though? Did she get to talk to her much?
She was, a bit sort of
quiet.
kind of, well, yes, but also a little bit snappy.
Okay.
Yeah,
she gets stuff done her way.
She was very particular.
Yeah.
Because she had such a versatile voice.
Yeah.
She needed the perfect, what we call the monitor speaker, the one that plays the sound back to the artist. Not the one that everyone else hears.
Yeah, the floor
out
monitor.
front, the floor monitor. She would spend all day getting the microphone tone right, the monitor sound right, because she had such a versatile and fantastic voice. She wanted to hear how it was coming across.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
then,
so cool.
Yeah, so she would be very particular about her microphone and her sound.
That's incredible. And so, what was that for? So that was just that wasn't for an interview. That was shooting her. Or?
Well, I came across her several times. I first came across her when she had the first hit, whichever one it was, I don't know, on Top of the Pops.
Yeah.
She was one of the few people that would not mime on Top of the Pops.
Really, she wouldn't.
She insisted on having a live mic, and she was going to sing it live. She's
Yep.
not going to mouth.
Strong woman, yeah, very powerful. Yeah.
I'm 90% sure I've got a Top of the Pops record at home, to be honest.
I wouldn't really like. Look.
They used to release one every 3 months or so, or every year or something.
Yeah.
Top of the Pops 1, Top of the Pops 2.
Yeah, because it was like So Fresh for us, like So Fresh CDs, but not the same. Because Top of the Pops is way better. Yeah. What was her part? So were they the guy in Eurythmics though? Are they?
He was kind of the shadow character.
Yeah, were they together
in the same
though?
way as the Pet Shop Boys had a front man and a shadow.
Okay, really? Pet Shop Boys was the same.
Yeah, there was the front guy with the Pet Shop Boys, and the other guy was just the guy at the back playing the keyboard, and that was a similar. He was the artist that wrote the songs and the lyrics mostly, and she was the artist that performed his songs and lyrics.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah, I thought he was like. She was the front woman, she was the singer, and then he was the producer.
Kind of like Coven, with, how it's a duo in terms of like...
But with who, sorry?
Like Coven, where they're
Coven.
a duo.
Okay.
And, what's her name? She does the DJing. She's, dating, AMC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Interesting.
It's similar to that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, did they ever meet the Rolling Stones? Must have worked with Mick Jagger for something, but can't remember what.
Just casually as well, met Mick Jagger. You've had such an incredible life, though, by the sounds of it. Yeah.
But not done.
Yeah.
Not ready to give up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you did say as well before we started, you wanted to talk about the similarities of, what was it? It was video editing
DJing and editing.
Yeah. So
there's a similar process that goes on. When you're editing television, you've got words, dialogue, you've got pictures, and you've got music.
Yeah.
And it all has to be synced if you do it right.
Yeah.
And the pictures, it's not just throwing some images over the top of the words. You use the images to bring out more than what you're hearing in the dialogue, to give more to the story, to embellish the story.
Yep.
And then you're doing it to a certain rhythm, a certain flow. And if you're adding music as well, you're not just laying a bit of track bubbling along the bottom. You've got to pick the appropriate music. You're bringing it up when there's a gap in the words and so on. And you're timing the words so that the person stops talking just when the music changes or kicks or does something. Same with the pictures. And it's the same with DJing. You're lining up your tracks. You're deciding when you're going to dip out of track 1, just when the vocals are rising in track 2, which you've already... The scary thing I learned about DJing is, even though I've done it in television all my life, is it's happening. You can't stop and go, oh, let's start again.
Yeah.
You know, it's happening. And track 1 is playing.
See, I got to say, just as a DJ that's done it for so long, right, and Fitzy can back me up on this, but, like, if you make a mistake, 9 times out of 10, people don't notice, unless it's, like, the music stops for more than, like, a second.
Yeah.
Or, like, 2 seconds. But, like, you know, like... if you don't put a filter on, or you don't take the filter off, or you don't change on the EQs or something like that, it doesn't.
Or even you get the timing wrong.
But it's because it's like it's in your head of what you want it to sound like.
But if you're a practiced and skilled DJ, you know how to turn that around.
Yes.
Make it work.
Yeah, that's it.
Keep going with the next track, and not even worry about it.
That's it. And a lot of people forget as well that everything is based in 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32 bars.
Yeah.
So even if you did miss the filter at the first 4 bars, you've still got another 4 bars to hit that 8 bar loop, that 8 bar section.
Yeah, mind you, when I was preparing my set, I told you, when I was preparing my set for your shot, I was still tweaking it on the final night, because I wasn't only matching the phrases and the 4 bars and the 16 bars and everything, and the beat and the tempo and everything. I was also matching harmony. I was also changing the mood. So you've got one song that's got a particular kind of vibe going on, and then you want to dip and take the audience somewhere else.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And again, that's kind of my TV experience was coming into my novice DJ work, and the fact that you've got it's happening. I mean, TV editing. This is the thing. TV editing, you can stop and go back.
Well, it's not live.
Hang on, let's do that again.
Yeah.
DJing, you can't.
Yeah.
It's like, you've got to just keep going. And that's similar to live television.
You can. If you do what I did, what we were discussing last week, these reload things. Like, you reload a track and you do a massive spin back and you start at the beginning.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I heard about it, but then, it's a big thing. Apparently.
But I'm in awe of those DJs who play a deck like a piano.
Yeah.
They're going... And they're making live music out of just buttons and...
See, I always say to every single DJ that is starting out, that comes on this thing, is that you should just, like, not to go out and fork out $14,000 for the best of the best equipment, but to find a good starting point and then treat it like an instrument. Apparently, Jimi Hendrix, he strung his guitar back to front and upside down. And so Jimi Hendrix, no one taught him how to play guitar.
Right.
So he did it himself.
Yeah.
He learnt it himself. He figured it out himself. Until
down.
someone was like, that's not how you play guitar. And he was like, what? And then you go and hear him sing Castles in the Sand, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, well, he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
And that's it,
and
right?
that kind of talent is, you can't teach it.
No, yeah.
It's
learned.
Built,
Not even learned. It's built in, but it's
built
exposed though. It's like giving the artist the instrument to then curate and to be able to go.
And it comes from somewhere in their soul.
Exactly.
Or, from the universe, whatever. And that, to me, the power of music is fascinating. The fact that a certain beat can make you do this. Or a certain harmony can make you go, oh. Or a certain lyric can make you go, oh, it's so sad. The power of music.
And frequencies and everything,
to just fire the neurons in your head and make you feel things is quite something. And that's why I think, I'm going to have a go at DJing, because I'm not playing the drums anymore. I could do that. What I'd like to do is, play a track, and then while I'm DJing, get the timpani out and do a bit of timpani and maybe a big gong.
Just like incorporate it all.
Just a hi-hat. Play some percussion while I'm DJing. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, that's the biggest thing as well. I feel like DJing is morphing into something now these days, where it is incorporating more live aspects, more live things to be able to make it more unique.
But are you a fan of the superstar DJ where everyone is facing the DJ and he's on a huge stage, lights and everything, and it's all
not
about...
really. So there's this huge controversy, but I do believe it. But apparently Tomorrowland, everything's recorded. And I wouldn't put it past them, because it's a multi-million-dollar thing. But with Tomorrowland, apparently on the main stage, every DJ set is pre-recorded.
That's a shame.
Because in that way, there can't be mess-ups. It's just like, did you ever see, this is a funny thing, I wanted to bring this up earlier. Can you please look up Fatboy Slim Parade Olympics, right? Did you know that he got in... When they had the Olympics, not the last one, the one before that, I'm pretty sure, right? They had him in a big float. It was like driving around. He was DJing in the float.
Paris.
It might have been in Paris, maybe. They had Fatboy Slim do it though. Fatboy Slim.
Closing ceremony.
Yeah, I think it was the closing ceremony. Yeah, and nothing was plugged in.
Oh, that's London 2012. That one.
Yeah, so it might have been then. Yeah, it might have been London. I think it was.
That's London 2012. I was in the opening ceremony of that.
Really? Wait, what were we doing in the opening ceremony?
We'll get to that in a minute. But let's talk about Fatboy Slim. And what went wrong? Nothing worked.
No. So nothing was plugged in. It was all pre-recorded. Because there's the Olympics. You can be Fatboy Slim, but the Olympic committee don't want anything to mess up, right?
Yeah, that's fair enough. But all the music in the opening ceremony certainly was live.
Performed
live.
I think it was just his set. I think it was just
because you've got to sync all the lights up to it and everything, and it's all got to be perfectly timed.
Well, that's what I mean as well, and that's why the pre-production would come into it.
But you could do a prepared set, and the lighting guys and the sound guys have got all the information they need to make sure it goes when the music goes.
Yeah.
But then if it's not recorded, they've got to listen. They've got to follow what the DJ is doing. And go, okay, this, and the ones who are really good at it do it without thinking anyway.
Yeah.
Well, but anyway, bucket list.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
At the age of 4.
Well, sorry, just before you dive into that though. So what were you doing here though?
I'm bringing that up.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm not in this ceremony. This is the closing ceremony. Look up London 2012 opening.
London 2012 opening.
At the age of 4, I saw probably black and white on a television the opening of the 1964 Tokyo Olympics.
1964 Tokyo Olympics. Okay.
And I saw what a fantastic theatrical production it was.
Yeah.
And me, a little kid, went, "Oh, that'll be cool. I want to do that." Hello, Puss.
So we're chasing the full.
Hey.
He's all good.
Come on.
The full ceremony, which goes for...
if you go
3 hours.
If you go to about 11 minutes in, there's a shot of me. I'll be able to tell you where it is when you get close. These were great. Who were they? They were fantastic.
All right, 11 minutes and 7 seconds.
Can you fast forward? So, I want to be in an Olympic opening ceremony. Fast forward, 50 years to when was it? 2012. I'm 52. Is that right? Suddenly, something pings up on the phone. Do you want to be in the opening ceremony of the London Olympics? I'm like, oh, yes, please. Went along, auditioned, signed up. I was
as just an audience member or something, or like?
No, I was in
actually in it. Yeah.
I was one of the working people who ripped up the green and pleasant land. That was real grass. We had to rip all that grass up to reveal the Industrial Revolution that came up out of the floor.
Oh my God!
With timbers and everything. So there I go and point. No, I'll stay here. This is the first.
What was it like? Like having someone was just curating it and telling you, all right, you have to rip up the grass.
It was directed by Danny Boyle.
Danny Boyle, really?
Who did Trainspotting.
Yeah.
That Danny Boyle. So the whole show was directed by Danny Boyle. But we had to rip up that grass, and it was real grass. It was damn heavy. And we rehearsed for 6 months.
Wow.
Anyway, got to live my childhood dream of appearing in an opening Olympic ceremony. And that was a real thrill. There's a picture on that driver's centre of me in the stadium.
That's cool. Oh, let's see if we can pull that up. But yeah. So
I can hear fireworks.
yeah, there's fireworks going on. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in the city. But yeah, what about other things that you've done then? Like, what other bucket list things? Like, I mean, I gotta say, it would have been incredible just to be like, okay, well, you're getting sent footage of Putin. Now you have to do the editing for that.
Yeah, but that was just part of the day job.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
my show reel.
Yeah,
Don't show that, it's dreadful.
I was gonna say, but could we play that and mute it though? Like, at all?
Yeah, so that pic on the left, that's me. That's me.
Actually, there, yeah.
Like that, I think that was like the day before the whole thing kicked off. But we rehearsed it for 6 months. We rehearsed it for a week in the stadium. When it came to the actual night, it's like, oh God, we've got to do this again. 2 billion people around the world watching,
Yeah,
and we're like, oh,
watching the Olympics, watching you rip grass off in London.
But
That's
about 11
incredible.
minutes in, at the end of this sequence.
Yeah.
So, and there's what's her name, the famous percussionist, playing like 19 drums at once, and she's deaf. Don't know her name. But she's
Okay.
deaf. So before the NHS sequence, so go back a bit. Just at the end of the Industrial Revolution sequence, it's where the rings appear over the top of everything. On a bit.
And you didn't get paid for this. It's all just like...
Kenneth Branagh did the Isambard King Brunel character. We didn't get paid for it, no.
Yeah,
It's
this is
just-
all
it's
just
all
donating your
volunteer.
time.
It's all
Oh, here we
volunteer.
go. Here comes the... Is this the grass ripping bit?
Yeah.
They would shake their hands. All right, yeah.
It's a shame we can't play the music because the music was really cool. And live drummers, like 1,000 drummers all around the stadium. So here we go. They're lifting off the fences. There they go, lifting off the grass. And I was one of the people that helped lift off the grass. But at the end of this sequence, just when the 5 Olympic rings are in flames above our heads, there's a long held shot of me. And because I've worked in television, there's a camera here, and I'm thinking, you know, I could have smiled, I could have looked at the camera, I could have waved. I thought, no, just hold my gaze, just look, serious. Keep looking forward, keep looking forward. And if you watch it, there I am, looking forward, in the Olympic ceremony.
That's incredible.
And that was a real buzz.
Just casually, 2 billion people watch it, and then there you are on TV at the Olympic ceremony for the London Olympics.
That really was a buzz. And as I say, ticked off one of the things on my bucket list. But I'm not a bucket list person.
No.
You know, I don't have a list of things I need to do. But occasionally you do something and go, and okay, if you had a bucket list, that would be one of them.
Well, that's it, and that's the way to look at it in a way. Sometimes it's like, you know, I'd love to go to Fiji, but it's not a bucket list thing. It's just I'd like to go there.
Yeah.
But then doing like with this podcast, when we did the Guinness World Record break, the attempt and break, then that's like a, oh, okay, we've done that now.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, oh, hell yeah, we're going to do this. Like, that would be, it was like, that's cool. All right, let's go be a part of it.
It's not on a list of things you've got to do.
No.
You know,
And then once we
becomes a
broke the
list.
world record, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Perth's in the Guinness Book of Records now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's incredible. We're running out of time, though, because we've been going for like an hour and a half,
Have we
hour and
really?
40. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
what aspirations and what do you want to, where do you want to go and what do you want to do with yourself these days?
I kind of want to put my mark on my life
Mm.
in some way. Whether I get to DJ at Glastonbury or, you know, or just
Don't we all?
open a fabulous club night in Perth, or, I don't know, make a film about, I don't know. I just want to, I'm not done doing stuff.
Mm.
And I've got a lot of other interests as well. I'm interested in architecture. I'm interested in food. I'd like to run a really nice restaurant. You know, things like that. But it all sounds pie in the sky stuff. I'm a dreamer. But to me, I think big. And so I want to do some more big things.
Yeah. That's a good way to do it, though. Just keep your options open.
Yeah.
Keep aiming for the sky. And, you
And
just
to be
see
able
what
to
happens.
give back something to the dance universe through music would be a real gift
Yeah.
for me. You know, oh, thank you. I got to play my music and people enjoyed it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing about it as well. And like, we're just one big country town here. So being a big country town, it's like any donations of time to try and make this place a little bit better. It's it's welcome.
Loved it.
But yeah, it's yeah. This has been a lot of fun though. This has been really good. Who was your favourite celebrity to meet other than Bowie?
Other than Bowie?
Yeah, or The Cure, or Putin, or not even Putin, but like to get the footage of Putin and Clinton, like.
The Two Ronnies?
Ronnies?
Two Ronnies was a comedy show.
Okay.
There was a little guy and a big guy. The little guy was Ronnie Corbett. The big guy was Ronnie Barker.
Okay.
And they would do sketches and so on. I used to work on Monty Python. Not Monty Python. Fawlty Towers.
You got to... Have you met John Cleese?
Yeah. Worked with him a lot.
Oh,
worked
my
on
God.
Ab Fab.
On which one, sorry?
Absolutely Fabulous.
Absolutely Fabulous. Okay,
Yeah,
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Didn't they only do like one season of Fawlty Towers or something like that?
They only did like 7 seasons or something, or 3 seasons or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it was left.
Maybe it was just the one.
Yeah.
You might be right. They didn't do much, and everyone wanted them to bring it back, and they didn't. They thought, no, we've done that, we'll leave it there. And there has been talk of them bringing it back.
Yeah, but it is a bit too...
In the gossipverse.
It's a bit too far gone now. Not too far gone, but I find like when they try and bring back reiterations from old school stuff...
Well, it doesn't match today's times.
Exactly, yeah.
The things they were saying in humour in those days,
Yeah.
you get thrown into jail for
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Yeah. It's a bit interesting how the world is these days.
The caricatures that they had, you couldn't make those characters now.
Did you ever meet any of the Monty Python crew, like Tim Gilliam or like...
Must have. Who were the main 4 in Monty Python?
So it was John Cleese, Tim Gilliam. Can we please Google that if that's okay? Monty Python cast.
One of them did a spin-off show. What was that called? I remember there was one scene.
The Flying Circus, or
no? There was one scene where a big cat climbs the post office tower in London. What was that called? And that was
Eric Idle. Yeah, Graham Chapman, rest his soul, passed away.
Terry Jones, Graham Chapman, John Cleese.
Terry Jones.
No, I'm probably getting mixed up now. Because there was
I was about to say,
another
if you met any of them,
there was another comedy gang who had an iconic series as well.
Yeah, okay.
But this is the thing, of 45 years and so many people in so many situations, don't ask me to remember the damn
Yeah.
names.
That's it. That's what I mean. It's like, it's just a job. You go to work, right?
Ask me to act any actors' names. I know Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, but that's incredible. You've had such an amazing ride. Like, it's such a story to tell. Like, it's so cool.
And it's hard to let go of.
Yeah.
People saying, "Oh, Steve, you should retire." It's like,
No.
I can't.
No. I can imagine you're kind of like me. Like, you sit down and you just kind of go, I have to do something. Like, I got to keep my hands, I'm fidgety almost. Like, just keep yourself busy.
But also creating and contributing.
Yeah.
Not just sitting back and switching off and letting go.
Yeah.
Not ready to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a quote on this poster from the bloody Beatrids that I actually got it around here somewhere, but it's like one of the quotes is like, what is it? We use media to kill time. We turn on the TVs and switch off our minds. We should all think like poets, speak like artists, think like poets, and we should just I can't remember the last bit of the quote, but it's something to do with trying to be bring everything together more.
These things.
Yeah, how I have to say for you as well, like, because I mean we touched on the analog to the digital.
Oh, yeah.
But like with the technology shift,
not many years ago,
yeah.
I would need a room this big full of $100,000 worth of equipment to put television together.
Yeah, and now it's all on your phone.
Can do it with one of
yeah, and it's a $700 iPhone. Yeah,
and the attention span of the viewer has been shrunk right
now. So over the years, because that's what's really silly, right? Where it's like films. I love my 80s movies, right? Like I love the classic films, right? But it's like the way it is done, the way it's shot, the way it's put together, there's so much more meaning behind it. There's no CGI. There's no graphics.
No, that's right. It's all done.
It's real. You watch Lawrence of Arabia and it's right there in Arabia, basically, or wherever it was filmed. Yeah.
And, the I used to work on Doctor Who.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We didn't touch on that.
And
so which doctor did you meet? Sorry.
The time I was working on it, it was when Tom Baker, the one with he was Doctor Who number 4.
Can we Google Tom Baker, Doctor Who, please?
The one
That's
with
okay.
The shaggy hair and the long scarf and long coat.
Oh, really? He was the big one, wasn't he?
He was the one that everyone loved.
Yeah, he was the one that everyone... Yeah, that guy. He was the main doctor, wasn't he?
The one on that guy, yeah.
Yeah, that dude, yeah.
There's his long scarf.
Oh, wow, he's 91.
So he was the 4th Doctor, but I also worked on the one that they did with him where they got all of the Doctors together.
Okay.
And including, I think, the guy on the left, don't ask me what his name was, who had passed away, but they had some outtakes, which they worked into the script, so he made an appearance, even though he was dead, in this Let's Get All the Doctors Together special episode.
Yeah, wow.
But the funny thing about... So I've been in the TARDIS.
You've been inside the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, that's a bucket list thing once again.
the exteriors are shot out in the street on location somewhere in the world, and the TARDIS is a blue telephone box.
Yeah,
and you see them walk through the door, cut to studio, and you see them walking into the inside of the big TARDIS.
Yeah.
And it had this column that used to go up and down in the middle.
Yep.
Well, one day the column... That was all done by string and pulleys and wires.
Yeah, classic stuff. Yeah,
filming the scene. So, like you say, no CGI. It's all done by set designers and what have you. One day it broke down, so they had to get 2 guys lying under the desk, going like this,
and moving it up
pushing
and down.
it up and down for us to record the scene.
Wow.
I think after that they redesigned the TARDIS and gave it some kind of Victorian wooden look, and
Yeah, it's broken. We've got to do the whole change.
Yeah. So they changed it. But then nowadays in Doctor Who, the Doctor can make the TARDIS look however he wants it to look.
Yeah, okay.
It's like changing your screensaver.
Your wallpaper on your phone. Yeah,
wallpaper. Yeah. Even screensavers are bloody old. The other funny thing about working with Tom Baker, he had this robot dog called K9. Letter K, 9.
Yep.
And he would say, K9, can you confirm that the monsters on planet blah 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 speak English or whatever, And the robot dog would go, affirmative, master.
Yeah.
Well, in rehearsals, you say, K9, can you do blah 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 blah, and he would say, F off, master.
Yeah, and then they cut it, right? And then it actually, or they just put audio over the top.
Oh, no, that's just in rehearsals.
Oh, rehearsals. Yeah.
When it came to the actual take, he would say the right line.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of fun. Did a special one of those with, again, blonde actress, very famous, can't remember her name. Yeah, they would get, guest appearances.
Mm.
So we had to get guest appearance with this well-known actress. And there was some scene where there was going to be an explosion. Again, back in the days before CGI, you actually had real explosions.
Yep, that's it, yeah.
So we got all the pyrotechnic experts in. We cleared the studio. No one who is not actually involved in the shot is allowed anywhere near the scene. So you've got the actress and a couple of other actors and a camera person and probably the floor manager. That's it.
Yep.
And they rehearse it and they rehearse it and say, right, we're going to go for take now. This time, explosions are going to be live. There will be a loud bang.
Be careful, real stuff's going on.
Yeah. So there's all this build, there's all this announcement, like clear the studio, we're going to have live explosions. Are we ready? We can only do this. There's only one take. Can we go for it? So they do it. They're running through the scene. They stop. Something happens. They're chit-chat. Something else happens. And then boom, this whole massive explosion goes off with sparks flying everywhere. And the actress, instead of saying whatever her line was, she says, what the fuck was that? Okay, reset. We're going to
do it all again.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's film, though. That's television,
right?
That
was the heyday of television.
Yeah. No, that's incredible.
I sound like an old fogey now, don't I?
No. But you've got a lot of stories, and it's so cool.
But I want to put that into something else. You know, I need to find something. It's hard now because I am competing with these, and I am competing with the audience have a short attention span. But I've got so much experience and so much knowledge, and even things like copyright law and stuff like that I can bring to that kind of work. You know, it would be a shame just to have to let it go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's just to retain the knowledge and just keep ticking on within the industry, right? Yeah. That's it. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to get out of music ever in my life. Like, especially I've been DJing now for like 13 years, but at the same time, like doing this now for 6 years. I don't know when I'm going to stop a podcast. Like, I just enjoy doing this, meeting cool people like you.
Well,
like,
you know, what's the next level from podcasting? You could be the next David Frost.
I don't think so.
You know, I mean, he probably said the same thing when he was starting out.
That's it, once upon a time, yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for coming on,
It's been a
Stephen,
great pleasure.
Yeah, this has been fun, right? It's been really good.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. Yeah, Fitzy's been so all over it tonight. It's been great. It's so good.
I had 2 coffees today.
2 coffees.
2 coffees.
And
Only 2.
no white monster?
I had 1 yesterday.
Only
For
yesterday. The whole week?
Well,
Well, you're coming back.
I had 3 last week, yeah.
Damn.
A day isn't healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Monster Energy drinks.
I need coffee to be on fire with my work.
Yeah.
I've tried doing tea.
Yeah.
So I slow down.
Really? With tea? Yeah. Okay.
Cup of coffee, I'm like, okay, right now I'm ready to go.
And then you just wide awake, ready to go.
Course, doctor says 2 or 3 cups a day, that's enough. Like, what do you mean? I drink 12s.
Oh my God, yeah.
Well, I used to.
Okay.
We've cut down the coffee.
Yeah. I don't know how people can drink 12 cups of coffee a day. No way. I'm caffeine sensitive, so even one gets me going a little bit.
Right, yeah.
Well, these bloody mosquitoes are everywhere. All right, well,
Enough, they're not attacking me.
Yeah, they're
Normally,
going
they go
after me. Like, but thank you so much for coming on,
Cheers,
man. Yeah, cheers. And we'll get a photo in front of the board soon. And yeah, so this Sunday actually, we have the Industry Link coming on. So they're coming on to do a takeover for the new event of Infra-Red Streams. And so with Infra-Red Streams, it's an opportunity for DJs to come in and play what they want with no restrictions, no guidelines, just to come in and play what you feel like playing.
I need to get practicing.
In a way, it's like kind of like to provide your opus magnum of what you want as a
Very
DJ.
cool.
So what you want, like, people to look like, what people want to hear and what your sound is,
And
what you
I like
resonate
the idea
with.
that you're not suddenly diving at the deep end in a gig in an underground club or something. And,
Yeah, it's just
you get to do your. I love the way you say opus magnum in the comfort of your backyard.
Exactly, yeah.
This happens. There's a lot of people watching through the podcast.
Yeah.
But you get to relax and show show your passion.
That's exactly it, and what music you really do get to play, and what you like. Because I have to say, it's like over the years, like people ask, like, what's it like being a full-time DJ? And I've moved on from ABBA a little bit, and now I'm playing Spice Girls a bit more often. Yeah, it's like I've like shifted from ABBA to Stop Right Now by Spice Girls, and it's like gets the girls going, and they love to dance, and this is the secret as a commercial DJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
Girls like to dance, and boys like to dance with girls, so then that's the formula almost, right?
Women scare me.
Women scare you? Women should not scare you, Fitzy. Jess, yeah, I was about to say, is Fitzy scared of you?
No?
No?
Don't need to worry about it because it's just like.
Yeah, he's just like, hi, oh my God, it's woman. But that's happening this Sunday, and it's going to be amazing. So it's running from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., and it's going to be a live stream. We're going to try some different camera angles, and we're going to be doing it possibly on a muted stream on Facebook with an audio on Twitch, and then uploaded the day after onto YouTube, just to avoid copyright. Because copyright really gets you these days. The other day, I got a big angry email from Meta and also Google, basically saying that if I continue down the pathway of breaching copyright strikes, they will just go ahead and delete my page.
So many people these days have no idea what copyright means.
Yeah.
And aren't aware that, you're actually pinching someone else's art.
Yes.
If you rebroadcast it or whatever. And we were very big on that in the BBC.
Yeah.
It wasn't my job. If I was nervous about copyright, I had to go and talk to the copyright department and say, am I cleared to use this?
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
And they say, hang on, let me check. I'll talk to the lawyers and we'll get back to you. And you can use 12 seconds of it.
Yeah. But see, that's where it's interesting, because it's the live stream, and playing other people's music. But if you're not making any money off of it, then you can do the common attribute license or something like that.
Yeah.
But the problem is that when you live stream it, that doesn't apply to it, because then it's live stream. They have to get the AI bot to scan it whilst you're playing it, whilst just uploading it, then going, yep, this one, that one. So it's a whole process, and we're getting through it. but it's working really well. And this event, everyone seems really excited for it, so it's
and
good.
I'm glad that you're working around the copyright rules
Yeah.
to do that.
Well,
because at this end of the industry, it's tough.
yeah.
It's all right if you've got a massive budget and you can afford to pay the copyright bill or get the license or whatever, and you've got people paying $100 a ticket and there's 100,000 of them in the field.
That's it, yeah.
But, when you do
Just
it
do it in your
at this
backyard for
scale,
free, just to give people a go.
Big headache.
Yeah.
So I'm
That's
glad
exactly.
you're working your way around that.
No, thank you. Yeah, so we're doing that this Sunday, and then on Monday we actually have the artist, the Kid Fez. So when I threw Wayne's stock, I actually had this hip hop artist, hardcore hip hop artist, come along, and he played a set, and it was really, really cool. So he actually didn't come on the podcast prior to the event of me throwing this thing, because I got all the artists to come on prior to like hype it up and build it up. But I booked him in, and then we're going to dive through his hip hop career. Which could be fun, could be good.
Nice.
So that's going to happen on Monday. So yeah, once again, thank you, Stephen.
Pleasure.
And then we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys as well, and we will see you guys on Sunday and Monday with a new episode of Infra-Red Streams and the Infra-Red podcast. All right, we'll see you guys soon. All right, catch ya.